How's it going, fishies? It's me, Nick Salmon, and I'm back with Corpse Party. I got Chris here because I was too scared to play this shit on my own. maybe it's because I was thinking about it too much, but that doesn't matter. He's here, I'm here, and we're gonna do this for like 40 minutes. A day had passed since the events at, oh god, Shimorn Jaku South Apartments. Oh wait, that's right, I have to press, where's my controller? There it is. This was to be a significant turning point for me, and Mochida might have been a part of it from the start, except that fate seemed to have other plans for him.
クオン先生、俺今日は大事な用があって。
Miss Kuon, I have some presenting I need to get to, so if you'll excuse me.
ダメ。
No, you sit back down, Satoshi. Your score on that algebra quiz yesterday was rather embarrassing, don't you think?
I'm gonna say something as a natural weeb myself. Just hearing the voices, like...
just no effort put into it?
No, it's just the way they say it, it's so weird to me. It's like... No, go back down, you've done so bad, it's so embarrassing. It's like such a kind tone for such like a mean thing to say.
Yeah. Like
and
an
I'm like,
owner
very
training
weirded out by
puppy.
it.
Kuon gave him a strong glare and held up her index finger in reprimand.
今から1時間、私の授業に集中しなさい。
Oh
そうしたら
god.
次の小テストも解けるようになるから。
For the next hour, I'm going to give you a personal lecture and you're going to listen, and the next quiz will be a snap to pass.
Also, the teacher
先生って英語科でしょ。
I
大
got
気なん
my
て専門外じゃん。
Chris, she gave me my lunch in a helicopter. What the fuck is this?
Mochida Satoshi-sama ですね。
俺？はい。
お食事をお持ちいたしました。
What? Okay.
How rich is she?
I don't
Like,
know.
why-
She came upstairs and she was like, "What's your favorite lunch?" And so the guy answered, and he goes down. She just leaves, and then he realizes he doesn't have a lunch, and he goes downstairs to get bread, but there's no bread. And when he comes back upstairs, a helicopter comes down, and some guy climbs down the ladder. He's in a suit, and he just hands him a lunchbox, and inside was this food.
You know, I wouldn't mind having that, just, free lunch.
But on the other hand, what?
Yeah, very confused.
But aren't you an English teacher? Isn't algebra a little outside your field of expertise?
一生懸命教えるからできるよ。
Oh no. Anything's possible if you put your mind to it.
Is she a tsundere?
I don't know. She doesn't seem to hate him. She seemed a
But-
little taken aback by that remark, puffing up her cheeks like a chipmunk in protest.
いや、
She's a tsundere.
先生。
Alright. But Miss
クオン
Kuon,
先生って。
startling how
Sensei,
like
so
she
pretty.
and Miss Yui are.
ごめんなさい。
Sorry. Looking both bemused and guilty, Mochida tried to get up and leave his seat in one swift motion, but he was quickly and easily caught and lifted up and forcefully sat back down.
ダメ。
No.
She was enjoying this.
なんだこの先生。
Who or what am I dealing with here? Miss Kuon was only just a bit taller than Mochida. This did make her taller than the average, but her arms were small and frail. There seemed to be no way she could possibly have lifted someone of his build. This whole situation was rather bewildering for him, and he made no attempt to hide his confusion.
さあ、始めるよ。
Now let's begin, shall we? Don't start that like that, please.
はい。
He had no other option. Apparently he was going to be studying algebra for the next hour, come hell or high water. What a transition. Meanwhile, at a local cafe near the school, Kishinuma and I were sitting down to speak with Aiko Niwa, the informant who led my friends to me the previous night when I was going to kill myself by a ghost.
大丈夫？
Are you
お腹で
alright?
も痛いの？
Does your stomach hurt? responded with a dismissive gesture while continuing to rub my abdomen with my other hand. Ever since the previous night, I'd had this constant, oh my fucking god, unbearable urge to piss.
昨日怖い思いして過呼吸が続いたから体がおかしいのか
I
も。
swear to God, Chris, only Japan.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with me? I mean, I know I got really scared and I hyperventilated, but can that affect my body like this? Did it change something in
ず
me?
っと膀胱が膨らんでる気がする。
Come on!
何から話そうかしら。
So where shall we begin? Aiko tilted her head and stared at me, looking up and down, seemingly judging my every mannerism, every movement. It was making me feel really self-conscious. I covered my abdomen with both hands as if guarding it from her gaze.
昨日はありがとうございました。
Thank you very much for your help yesterday.
いいえ、大したことはしていないわ。如月学園って案外広いので、
Nothing's happened so
菱沼
far.
君たちを
Yeah,
探す
bruh.
の
Well,
に
it
少し
took
手間
like
取
a
ってし
whole
まったわ。
episode of this for stuff to actually get like spooky. Think nothing of it. I only regret that your friends couldn't get to you sooner. Kisaragi Academy is quite large, so it took some time to track down Kishinuma and the others. Speaking of which, where the hell is he? Kishinuma and I stared at one another, still unsure how to feel about this strange new addition to our entourage.
あゆみちゃん、
Uh-oh, the music stopped.
あなたたちって天神小学校の生還者
She
よね。
knows. Ayumi, Kishinuma, you two are survivors from Heavenly Host Elementary, are you not? We'd pledged never to discuss Heavenly Host with anyone else, which we'd always assumed would be an easy promise to keep. But now, casually and out of the blue, we were...
なんであんた
Here we were.
そのことを
How? Why do you know about that?
あなたたち死後の世界に接してきたでしょう。通常人間には身につかないオーラの色をしているわ。私には見えるの。
Well, you've been touched by the ever after. When people come into contact with the beyond, the color of their auras changes to something otherworldly, something I can see.
So she's supernatural.
Both Kishinuma and I were speechless. I just sat there staring at my palm, subconsciously trying to see my aura. I guess Aiko was smiling at us triumphantly.
愛子さんは霊能関係の情報屋でナホさんのお友達なんですよね。
You said you were an intelligence agent, was it? For the supernatural? And you're a friend of Naho's?
ええ、ナホちゃんに天神小学校の情報を提供したのは私。
That's right. I'm the one who tipped her off about Heavenly Host Elementary, in fact. The true source of the deaths and subsequent erasures that had turned our lives into a living nightmare was the Sachiko Ever After ritual posted on Naho's occult blog. I'd been a fan of Naho's for some time, so when I saw that, I knew I had to try it out with my friends from class 2-9, and as a result, half of them are dead.
ナホちゃんがキビキ先生のために霊能探偵をやっていたことは知っているわよね。
This is some ominous music for a cafe. I suppose you're aware that Naho was involved in supernatural investigations on behalf of one Mr. Kibiki, no?
はい。幸せの幸子さんの情報が掲載されてから失踪されたことも。
I am, and I know she hasn't been since posting information on Sachiko Ever After.
私はね、心霊スポットや霊能関係の情報を集めて、それを欲しがる人に有償で提供してきた。
Well, my business is of a similar nature. I gather data from spiritual hotspots and other supernatural locales, and sell that data to my clients for a fair profit.
報酬はお金、もしくは私の興味をそそる霊具の類。相手によってふっかけ方も変えるけれど。
Not always money, mind you. Sometimes I'll do my dirty work in exchange for a particular spirit item that perks my interest. It all depends on whom I'm dealing with.
まあ、ギブアンドテイクよね。向こうは情報が欲しい。私はお金と霊具が欲しい。
It's entirely give and take. They want my information and I want their artifact. their cash or their artifacts. Physically, Aiko was a very attractive young lady, but personality-wise, the jury was still out. Her words were calculated and emotionless, her true intentions a mystery.
だから私は情報屋をやっているの。
One could call me an
もいいお
information
客さんだ
dealer,
った
but
わ。
I prefer intelligence
あの
agent,
子が
and
最後に買ったの
Naha
が
was a good
天神
customer.
小学校
An
の
info
情
on
報。
Heavenly Host proved to be her last purchase, however.
なほちゃん、これで響先生の小説がなんとか賞を取れるってすごくはしゃいでた。
At the time, Naho was single-mindedly excited about Mr. Kibiki's work. She believed he could qualify for some award with the information I found her.
ねえ、教えてくれる？あなたたちの閉じ込められたあの異空間に、なほ
Say,
ちゃん
could
が
you
い
tell
た？
me, was Naho there, in that world you found yourselves trapped in?
なほさんは
Yeah, she was there.
響
Naho
先
died,
生と一緒に
together with Mr.
亡くなっていました。
Kibiki. I looked down as I answered. Despite everything she'd done, the memory of Naho passing was still painful for me. She'd become one of Heavenly Host's lost souls and gone completely berserk. In the end, I was the one who finished her off.
そう、やっぱりね。
I see. I assumed as much. Aiko seemed completely unaffected by this revelation. Her tone remained even and her expression cold and distant. Honestly, I've had bad enough of her by this point. She was so devoid of empathy, it was almost offensive. I was generally starting to get pissed off.
平気なんですか？
And you're okay with that?
残念だと思うわ。でも予想はついていたから、わざわざ取り乱す必要もないでしょ。
I do feel sorry for her, don't get me wrong, but I had a strong feeling things would end this way. There's no point in lamenting that which I was fully prepared for. Kishinuma continued to stare intently at Aiko with his own brand of cold, emotionless eyes. He was oddly quiet, though his anger was palpable. I clenched my fist.
じゃ、この子はおまじないを一緒に行ったと思うんだけど、あっちにはいたかしら。
What about this girl? I believe she performed the ritual alongside Naho. Did you see her there as well? Aiko showed us a photo of a girl named Sayaka.
いえ、
No,
会
I
ってな
can't
いか
say
ら
I've
わかり
ever
ません。
met her.
そう。
I see. Aiko's expression was so unfaltering you could carve it in stone. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to say something.
なほさんのことお客さんだなんてそんなの友達って言わないと思います。
If you're calling Naho your customer, I don't think you can really say you were her friend. My voice was breaking with rage, but even if that hadn't been the case, my face must have read like a book. This icy bitch may have had one expression, but Aisha didn't.
あら、
Shit,
あな
bro.
たは客って言葉に対して随分と偏見を持っているのね。取引を
My,
行
do you
う
have
以上、
something against that
私は
word?
そこに
I
最
deal
大
with
の
my
誠意と
customers.
クオ
I
リ
give
ティ
them
を
the
提供す
a
る。
guarantee of the utmost quality and dedicate myself to their satisfaction.
つまりそれがパートナーとしての信用で、フレンドシップにも負けないものだと思っているけれど。
It's an unbreakable bond of trust, like one you would have for a partner, and that's not always something you can say about friendship, now, is it?
そんなこと
I had no idea what to say. It seemed like Aiko was used to this sort of thing. Her response felt carefully rehearsed like a sales pitch. Finally, Kishinuma broke the silence.
あんたよ、昨日篠崎を助けてくれたことは感謝するけどよ、金やなんかの見返りのためにそんなろくでもない情報を拡散させるなんて旗迷惑だと思わねえのか。
Hey, I do want to thank you for helping us save Shinozaki yesterday, but spreading dangerous information just to pay the bills, how the hell can you sleep at night?
情報は情報よ。それ自体に罪はないわ。道具と同じ。それをどう使うかは使い手の問題でしょ。
Information is just that, information. It's harmless on its own. There's no good or bad. It's just like a tool. It's up to the recipient on how it's used.
その気になれば、その辺にあるコップでも人は殺せてしまうのよ。
Anything can be harmful in the wrong hands, after all. Why, that cup over there could be used to kill a man just as easily as a knife.
んなもん詭弁じゃねえ
The
か
hell
よ。
it could. That's bullshit and you know it. I mean,
あ
it
なたも
could.
そう思う？あゆみちゃん。
Ayumi, do you agree?
愛子さん、ごめんなさい。私はあなたの考え方嫌いです。無責任だと思います。
Aiko, I'm sorry, but I hate the way you think. I feel it's irresponsible. I don't know why she wasn't prepared for that. Her expression remained calm and collected overall, but her eyes blinked several times in rapid succession. It was the first outward sign of emotion we'd seen from her.
やれやれ、ひどい嫌われようね。
Well now,
晴れてるけど悲しい
it
わ。
seems I've come to be regarded as something as a villain here. I can't say this is new or unexpected, but it never ceases to be disheartening. Aiko quickly shrugged off her sudden outburst and was back to her usual icy self.
天神症は
Doesn't
俺らが
matter
ぶっ
now,
壊してき
anyway.
たから
You
いいけど
destroyed
な。
Heavenly Host. It's gone. An awkward tension filled the room, or at least our table.
じゃ、本題に入りま
Let's
しょう
get
か。
down to business.
私があなたたちに近づ
There's
い
a
た理
reason I
由。
sought you out.
伝えたいこと
Something I
に
wanted
つい
to
て。
discuss with you. Aiko produced a thick, hardbound file folder from the light blue bag she'd brought with her. She opened it to reveal several documents of a questionable nature. Among them were what looked to be a family tree, as well as numerous pages featuring black magic symbology or images that looked like tree branches. Black
黒魔
magic
術の
spell
文字体用
charts.
表。
And is that the
Shinozaki
Shinozaki
家の
family
家系図。
tree?
少しショッキングなことを伝えるわね。
You may find what I'm about to tell you a bit shocking. Aiko was looking directly into my eyes now. Her gaze was fixed, intense, and unblinking.
さっき岸沼くんが言ったことだけれど、間違いよ。
What Kishinuma said a moment ago is incorrect.
あ
Eh?
何がだよ。
What do you mean?
天神小学校は壊れてなどいない。
Heavenly Host
今も
Elementary
まだ
has
存
not
在
been
し続けている
destroyed.
の
It
よ。
still exists, even now. Oh, fucking fuck, don't do that.
これを見て。
Take a look at this. Oh god. Oh dear. Yep, she doesn't have a tongue or an eye, by the way.
You
Aiko
know,
paste. Yeah, this is a super fucked game.
no, I know that already, but I mean, like, I can already see that through the photo.
Well, she also has her tongue missing.
Okay, that I can't see.
Oh, she's got an axe too. Aiko placed a black and white photo on the table. It wasn't the clearest of pictures, but there was no doubt that the location it depicted was Heavenly Host Elementary. In the picture, a small girl could be seen standing in one of the all too familiar hallways, holding a hatchet in her right hand.
天神小学校。
It's Heavenly
な
Host.
んだよ。これ。
Where did this come from?
やっぱり
We have
これは
confirmation then.
私が念写したものよ。
What the fuck
力
is
が
a
足りなくて
photograph?
少し不鮮明ではあるけれど、
It didn't have the
今
power to
現在
produce a
の
clear
あの
image, but this is the current
天神
state
小学校
within
の様
Heavenly
子。
Host.
I'm gonna just say this. When you said photograph, I thought of, you know,
Yeah,
thoughts.
yeah,
What's the
I
second
know,
thing?
I know who you're talking about. I thought of the same person.
一体どういうことなんですか。
I don't understand. What am I looking at? You're looking at that one spirit who tried to save you. I can't even describe what was going through my head at that moment. I felt like I was about to burst. Aiko, however, remained calm as ever while recounting your story.
順を追って説明するわね。
Let's start at the
まず
beginning. First,
昨
the
日
red
の
box
例
from
の
yesterday.
赤い箱だけれど、
After some time, I
開
was
ける
able to
と
open it, and I found these
このレーグ
spirit
が出て
items
きたの。
contained within. The box that I found on Makina's futon, inside it were apparently two stones resembling magatamas. Kama-shaped ceremonial objects from Japanese antiquity. Also included in the box were several more roughly hewn stones, as well as a lining along the edges consisting of crumpled pieces of thin white paper.
残念ながら箱の中でほとん
Unfortunately,
ど割れ
most
て
of
い
the
たけれ
box's
ど、
contents
こ
were
の
broken
一
or
組は無
damaged.
事だっ
This
た
pair,
わ。
however, was still fully intact. It looked almost like a demented version of yin and yang symbols, puzzle pieces that were clearly built to be slotted together. It's the thing! There, it's in the corner, see it? It's spinning.
Yeah.
Aiko
It's
now
the
held
logo.
one stone in each hand, and was motioning them towards each other as if to drive that point home.
レーグというのはね、簡単に言えば 死者の思いが込められたもののことで、
Spirit items are, in the simplest terms, items which have been infused with the thoughts and feelings of the dead.
物に閉じ込められた霊、またはその生前の記憶が持つ者に永遠と泣き言を語りかけてくる愉快なものよ。
privy to their memories and earthly laments. It's a wonderful thing. Jesus, you're one
私は
fucked
こう
girl.
見えて無類の霊具コレクターでもあるの。
Wow, I may not look the part, but I'm actually quite an avid collector of spirit items. I
So-
never would have guessed.
So the first, when she said yin and yang, I'm like, personally, it just looks like a square.
I mean, yeah, it just looks like a square. Kishinuma and I briefly locked eyes again. We shared the same look of bewilderment. Eiko's personality was much more twisted than either of us had initially perceived it to be.
この子の意志を読もうとするとね、呪わしい声と一緒におさげの少女や廃校の風景が見えてきたのよ。
I tried to get a fix on this little girl's thoughts, and in doing so, I'd heard a vengeful cry, and saw an image of a girl with braided hair in an abandoned school building.
で、気になったからこのカメラに。
My curiosity having been piqued, I took out this camera. At this, she produced an old instant camera and placed it on the table in front of us.
私の念を映してみた
I
の。
tried to take a photo of the image of my mind. The result is that shot.
私がこの霊具を使っ
This
て
particular
その
spirit
時
item
の
only
今
allows
現
me
在
to
を念
produce
写したもの
images
よ。
from the exact
過去
moment
や
in
未来
time
の
when
時
the
間を
picture
超
was
えた
taken.
念写は
What a fucking
私にはで
surprise.
きないから。
The past and the future are like are beyond its reach. Maybe because one's already happened and one hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
That's how a camera works. I examined the photograph in greater detail, and a chill ran down my spine. There was absolutely no denying what it depicted.
そんな
I was actually shaking.
篠崎幸子を失ったあの
Without
学校は
Sachiko
私た
Shinozaki,
ち
the
が逆
building
落ちで
should
脱
have
出した際
collapsed.
に
It
崩
should have
壊した
ceased
は
to
ず。
exist as soon as we escaped.
でも寸前のところで
I
とどま
believe
っ
the
た。
collapse was halted,
ってところ
perhaps
かし
right
ら。
on the brink even.
私に語
Maybe
りかけ
because
て
of
く
the
る
person to
声の
whom
主がま
that
だいるの
voice
かも
I
ね。
heard belongs. Aiko motioned towards the photo in my hand.
例えば写
It
真の
could
女
even
の
be
子
the
とか
girl in that picture.
誰か
I
しらね。
wonder
こ
who
の
she
子。
is. Who she is. Gasp! The answer was beginning to dawn on me. A sudden cold sensation exploded through my body, and I shuddered as if trying to shake off the encroaching realization.
あの地
God
獄みたいな場所
damn!
が
You really think
まだ
that
存
hellhole
在
is
してるっての
still
かよ
around? Kishinuma leaned
Awesome.
forward. The conversation was clearly beginning to engage him a lot more than it had been.
その天神小学校、学校の形をしたあの異空間だけれど、ナホちゃんに紹介した手前、私も気になって調べていたの。
Heavenly Host Elementary, or rather the dimensional space that took on the form of Heavenly Host Elementary, fascinated me from the moment I introduced it to Naho.
あの異空間の正体はね、涅槃という死後の世界に近い磁場なのよ。
I began to research it independently, and I learned that its true identity is, well, something like a new hell, a netherworld, or hereafter, another worldly plane of death. So hell, don't call it Nirvana.